Today, new indictments for a former top South Carolina attorney in the deaths of his own family members. Alex Murdaugh continues to deny shooting and killing his wife Maggie and their 22-year-old son Paul. While police have yet to reveal how they connected Murdaugh to the grisly murders, we do know right now he is facing dozens of criminal charges. NewsNation's Keleigh Beeson joins us now. So Keleigh, with so much mystery surrounding this investigation, how did we get to these indictments?
Yeah, Nichole, it's been more than a year since the shooting deaths of Alex Murdaugh's wife and son. And according to an attorney we spoke with, there were signs after the shooting that Alex may be a lead suspect in this case. One lead indicator, there was no bolo issued or be on the lookout after their deaths.
It's 4147 Moselle Road. I've been up to it now. It's bad.
That is audio of Alex Murdaugh telling a 911 operator last June that he had just found his wife, 52-year-old Margaret Murdaugh, and their younger son, 22-year-old Paul Murdaugh, brutally murdered at their remote hunting cabin.
Is he breathing at all?
No. Nobody.
Their shooting deaths setting off a chain of investigations into Alex Murdaugh's finances, revealing charges of money laundering, a narcotics ring, a staged attempt on his life, and millions of dollars in stolen money.
So after the killings occurred, there was no warning by police to the community to look out for a suspect, and that was unusual. So they were probably looking at Alex right from the beginning and thinking he's the person and there's no threat to the community.
According to attorney Ari Shamulian, there are two critical pieces of evidence that will make it difficult for Alex Murdaugh to defend himself in court.
He's going to have a tough time explaining how the blood at that trajectory got on his shirt without him shooting, especially because he has an alibi that he was somewhere else visiting someone. And that's the second issue in the case. The fact that he claims he was visiting someone, yet on one of the victim's phones, there's audio recording with him being there.
And Ari says it's likely it took so long to hand down these charges because this is a high-stakes case, adding that Alex Murdaugh was already in custody, so there wasn't pressure to get him off the streets. And prior to being indicted on dozens of charges, he was a widely known attorney, heir to a South Carolina legal dynasty, Nichole.
Yeah, certainly a big name there in the South Carolina area. All right, Keleigh, thank you. Well, it was a short fall from grace for disgraced attorney Alex Murdaugh, starting, of course, with the murders of his wife and son last year. But turns out things apparently were starting to unravel long before that. Joining us now from Los Angeles, attorney and legal analyst Dina Dahl. So, Dina, we heard Keleigh's piece there. You know, this case has been in the news at this point for more than a year. Hindsight, of course, always 20/20. But there were a lot of suspicious elements from the very beginning on this. Why did it take so long to get to this point?
Well, for one thing, the grand jury, I think it took about 13 months. And it's a good chance for the prosecution to test their case. It's essentially a mini trial. They get to examine the witnesses and they get to basically see how strong those witnesses testify under oath. So it was to their advantage to fully flush out the case. The grand jury basically is saying there's probable cause, and that's how they're allowed to charge him. Of course, now he's going to decide his guilt or innocence in trial. But to that extent, the prosecution sometimes like to be able to be very thorough, especially in a high-profile case like this.
All right. So, Dina, there have been some other deaths related to the Murdaughs. Somebody walking near the home was dead, potentially, hit by a car. We know a former housekeeper was found dead there in the house. There is talk of investigating Murdaugh as a potential serial killer. What are your thoughts on that?
I think in some ways it may make a lot of sense. It's very unusual for a family member to kill their other family members. Here he's being accused of killing his wife and his son. And that is a really hard thing for a prosecutor to prove. To have a motive to kill a family member is much different than maybe a stranger or even somebody you have an enemy with. But if you see him in context of a repeat killer, then maybe it becomes more understandable, not necessarily that the prosecutor prosecution will be able to use all of that. They'll want to, and that will be up to the judge to decide. But as you said, there's definitely been some other suspicious deaths, and I believe they are going to examine the body now of the employee who was killed at his steps, and possibly, I mean, this story keeps getting crazier, we may see something related charges with that as well.
Yeah, real life is certainly sometimes stranger than fiction. All right, attorney and legal analyst Nichole, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.